Okay, hello, dear friends. Good evening. And this one is Hotel Mont Stephen. And every day I went to I went to YMCA, downtown YMCA in Montreal, and I often pass through this hotel, and it's such a beautiful, elegant building. So I I paid attention from day one, and today is my last day to swim in YMCA, so I decided to take a picture of it. And it makes me think. So I do not know how many years this building has been standing there, but I am guessing a couple of 100 years ago. And it's such an institution, such an iconic class. I remember there was one time I was walking in San Francisco, and in San Francisco there were beautiful buildings 100 years ago when gold rush, when San Francisco was at its booming time. There were a lot of good buildings. And then this guy said, yeah, you see the building 100 years ago, a couple of 100 years ago, everyone is a class. And you see the building from 60s, 70s, everyone is an eyesore. What is wrong with the architecture, these architects? What is wrong with the designers? Look at this building. It is simple, elegant, functional, yet it has a class. So something that strikes me is that why the architecture style changed this much. So the old buildings, they are elegant and stylish, but you see nowadays the buildings are mostly glass building, because it uses more of the natural light, can save energy, and more spacious, less cozy but more spacious. It's a style. It's cold. And I was not used to this cold, so my nose always get red. So I was walking and passing through the streets. I look for Montreal, the park, and I pass through this street, and these small buildings are so elegant, classic. It's very much like the place where I lived in London. It's a Swiss cottage. It looks very much like there. And the sun start to show up, the days open up, clouds open up. Sorry. And you see the foliage. Still there are greens and tender yellow, orange, red, different kind of color, and it 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 fills your eyes with this beauty, very, very comfortable. But nothing stays. Look at the building, look at the construction style, and look at the trees, look at the leaves. Nothing stays. It is the same as in our life. We will have a good time. We will have bad time. We have smooth, happy time. We have tough, rough, sad time. And that makes our life complete, makes our life rich, makes our life a unit, a whole, let's say, a whole. And I was thinking, we all have difficulties. We all have problems. And the important thing is that we need to control ourselves so that we do not do wrong things. Sometimes mistakes happen, and it can happen just at one moment, and that defining moment separates us from a normal, ordinary human to a monster. And it's just a moment. If we can use our brain to think, to control, we can avoid to turn ourselves into monsters. Do not give up on humanity. Do not give up on working ourselves. Humanity is a big word, but it is composed of the action of each one of our human beings, each one of you and I and everyone. Even in time that we have difficulty, even at times that we lose hope, we lose sight, as a sane person, as a person who want to be a good person, we should always tell ourselves, act with dignity. Never ever lose your sanity. Do not lose your saneness. It is easy to say than do, especially when we really in the middle of the problems. Something we can change, something we cannot. If we cannot, we learn to accept the consequence. There is no winning, there's no losing, there's no winner, there's no loser. You lose your mind, you lose the game, you lose the fight. Always, always control yourself. Understand yourself, ourselves. Many rules, many roads can take us. But if you do not have the big direction, you cannot find your way. Always follow your direction. Maybe it's following the sun or go against the sun. Make sure you fix your direction before you move on. What is your direction? It is better to melt in these colors. Keep on walking. Keep on walking. And keep on walking with courage and not shamed, not be shamed of oneself. The best is far away, far, far, far away. I love you, I really do. Do, 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 do.